Disventure Camp Dispatch is back with a special bonus episode. Here we have my co-host Jpeg and a special guest, Ark,
Hello!
who's the lead writer on Exotic Escapade, and my
Yes.
friend.
Which one
One
first?
of those things is true.
Which one's first, the writer part or the friend part?
The writer part.
Alex.
The writer part. Always the writer part.
Dang it, I didn't get a chance to fire him before he said his answer.
Aww,
Too
benevolent boss.
late.
Just a benevolent boss. Oh, jeez. You run your company like a well-oiled machine, you know?
Not really, bro.
Aww,
Not
They
really.
like a dictatorship, man.
it's trying to be nice. Gosh. Anyway, so today's episode we're going to be talking about our expectations and hopes for DC2 Remake and also DC5. So, where do you want to start, you guys?
You go. You say it. I don't want to talk over you.
If you want to talk over me like that, we can see about cutting your pay.
We're getting paid?
You'll have to pay me money. But I suppose we should talk about DC2 first, since, JPEG will become relevant again once that comes out.
Hell yeah,
But
more
he
views.
he also will be unable to give us any opinions on the matter since he knows literally everything that's happening.
I can say a little bit.
A little?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little.
Is
Well,
there
what
an
would you
NDA signed?
There was no NDA, so I actually can blab, but I'm not gonna because I like this job.
You and your respect.
So, JPEG, why don't you tell us how you're feeling about your newest voice acting escapade, which is technically your oldest one, but that's not the point.
That's true. So, randomly, out of the blue, Jared messages me. Let me check actually. This was a while ago now. Okay, so In March, Jared messages me out of the blue, hey, can you still voice Kai, and is your mic better? And I'm like, yes, but why? And I correctly guess it's a DC2 remake. And apparently, I was told that I was incredibly close to getting replaced. Like, Emer warned me, he's like, dude, if you don't improve, you're getting fired. So I was like, shit. So I rented a studio just to voice Kai. This was 7 months ago now. And honestly, I was kind of excited for the DC2 remake because I've been very vocal about really not liking the original DC2. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm worried, you know what I mean? Like, I'm worried that this is going to affect the future, where maybe it's not as good, or maybe it ruins some of the plot points in All-Stars. I don't know. What do you guys think about this remake?
So my opinions on it. Well, I feel like my initial thoughts on it was I felt it was kind of a little unnecessary. Just from the reason I thought it was being made, and it may not be this, but I thought it was just being made so that the overall look stayed kind of consistent. And I do think part of it is also maybe the watch order of new fans, because when they watch the first season, they're going to watch DC1 and then the quality drop in DC2. And so it's very confusing. But also the actual watch order of Disventure Camp is a little confusing because you have to watch DC2 to get introduced into DC1. So, but my initial thoughts on it were I thought it was a little not needed, but I'm interested in what they are going to do because they can't just rewrite the whole thing because of All Stars. So they have to keep everything consistent within both what happens in DC1 and I guess what happens within All Stars.
Yeah. How about you, Don? What do you think?
Well, so I'm of the opinion that having shitty things in your past shows your growth. So when this first came out, I was like, oh, really? Are we doing this? Because the fact DC2 was crap, but still watchable, showed how much Disventure Camp grew. And I feel like the longer that Disventure Camp stays attached to these older characters, the longer it's going to take to grow and change. As it comes to the writing and just the presentation, I'm sure it's going to be, the voices are going to be much better, especially from you, JPEG.
Yeah.
With your doo-doo ass, doo-doo cheek butt, butt cheek ass, freaking marmoset, golden marmoset. Sure, well, let's go there. I don't know what sure. They have the butts, right? the red glowing butts, or am I thinking of a different primate?
The baboons.
I think you're thinking of baboons.
Baboons, yeah. Baboon ass, like raw, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad, and you know it was bad.
Heck yeah, dude.
But I'm excited to hear you in glorious HD audio.
Yeah, I know you've heard my voice in the trailer, right? It's so much better now. I say like one line,
is.
but everyone in the comments are, "Oh my god, he sounds legible now! Holy crap!"
I don't know. I think that you really aced that. I think that one line should have gotten you in fans and favorites. Actually,
Exactly.
that's what my opinion is.
Yeah, no, I was surprised. I'm gonna be honest, and we're kind of jumping ahead here, but like when I saw that the fans versus favorite cast was like 7 out of 8 of the all-star characters, I got really pissed off. I was really mad. I was not okay with that.
Oh, we'll get you there.
Um,
Trust me.
yeah,
As for the writing, I'm expecting the writing to be better objectively, but I'm expecting them to cut out a lot of the like fucked up, entertaining shit. Like I'm expecting it to be higher quality but less risky.
yeah,
That might be a detriment.
yeah. We're not gonna explain why, but there was a lot of bad things in the original DC2 that the remake does try to cut out, and honestly, it doesn't do, like, in my opinion, and this is the only like real spoiler thing I'm gonna say. I don't think it does the best job at replacing it with things of substance. I'm gonna be completely honest. Reading the script, I was like, oh, that's missing now, but there's nothing that really replaces it for the most part.
Yeah, I'm worried that they're going to cut out all of the bad stuff and not add anything else funny or interesting to replace it.
Yeah.
Well, I think because I know that Jared tweeted something, and I could try to find his tweet. It was like when it was announced, but it was something about like how I know the elimination order is staying the same. And then it was something about like the key parts of like the stories, or something about like the like main parts of whatever story, I guess, are staying the same. And I guess that comes into question of what they consider a key part or a main part. Because like a big part of like DC2 was, for example, like the Hunter Alley Tess like love triangle thing that is pretty much non-existent within All Stars. So I guess it's like my thought process, like, is that considered not vital enough to like keep within the story? And I'm not saying that as someone who was like crazy over that plot point. Like, I did not care about that in like the slightest, low-key. Like, nothing will be of loss if that's not in there for me. But it's just stuff like that where it's like, what is considered like the important stuff to stay versus what is considered able to be like replaced, you know?
Yeah, no. Absolutely. For what it's worth, in my opinion, Hunter, Tess, and Allie, those 3 characters, probably have like the best glow-ups, just because so much of their stuff needed to be deleted. So just kind of by default, there had to be something. And I'm happy that there is, and I think it's going to be surprising. I think the biggest one is going to be Allie, just because she has All-Stars, but now we're going to rework her past, and we're also going to rework her future with DC5, so it's like, it's just this really weird situation where it's like, the middle is fine, but the past and the future will be altered, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know.
One thing that I'm hoping will happen, right? You know how Oliver says, natives! I hope he doesn't do, I hope that still happens, but I want him to say hippies, because I think the scene is funny. And I also hate hippies. So if he says, hippies, that would be funny. That would be good. But
Yep.
I know they're just going to cut that whole scene entirely.
No comment. Anyway.
Yay! Oh my god!
No comment. Anyway, so here's the thing. Ark mentioned this actually, but because All Stars has to be canon still, there's actually not as much like setup as you would want, right? Like, I guess my vision is that DC2 Remake can help better justify All Stars, make things a little smoother, and for the most part, it does with stuff like Rhea. But I don't know. I guess I was kind of surprised that it doesn't help as much as you'd think it would help. DC2 Remake's kind of doing its own thing. I kind of don't like that, because I'm like, you could use this to make All Stars like a smoother landing for many people, right?
I feel like you could have used it at least to make characters who weren't really interesting cough, Aiden cough. and kind of, I don't know, add a little bit more to their stories. Because one of my things when that was announced, where I felt like the one thing they could change that I don't think would affect All Stars in the slightest is to add maybe some kind of storyline about Aiden's trans identity, I guess. Because clearly within like DC2, that was one of the more controversial, like kind of like, oh, the way y'all handled that was not cool, kind of in the slightest. Because I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly how it was, but I just remember it being kind of like messy and a little odd the way they
During
handled him,
the
like identity.
It was during the dunk challenge. Crystal was like, "Hey twins, one of you is transgender.
Gosh.
Who is it?"
Well, that was the thing. It was less of like, but it was less of the like introduction of that, and because even in the episode that was seen as like, oh, that was messed up of Crystal to do that. Like no one was looking at that and being like, oh, Crystal was cool for doing that. It was more how the fan base handled it and how it was handled outside of it, because it wasn't mentioned. It was mentioned that episode, wasn't like brought up pretty much the entire rest of the season, and then it was mentioned like again around like Final Four.
Yeah.
And so it was like, like it felt like they wanted to do something there, but didn't really know how to like necessarily show it off in a interesting way, and it kind of left Aiden feeling like something was missing, at least for me with it, you know?
Aiden, I do not care at all. I could not care less about your identity. Idgeball.
I guess for me, I'm interested to see how the fandom is like potentially going to like forgive some characters, because I know a good amount of the fandom do not like characters like Crystal or Hunter because of how they were portrayed in DC2, the original DC2. But now that's going to be mostly non-canon, right, or entirely non-canon. So I'm wondering how willing the fandom is to like pardon their sins, especially between the fans that know about what happened to DC2 and the fans that don't know.
Yeah. But I feel like Connor. Did Connor do stuff in DC2 that made him unlikable? What was that?
Oh no, Connor was one of the more popular characters in DC2, to be honest. That's kind of like history that's kind of lost because the 2022 fandom just fucked off a long time ago.
Crystal was, I don't know, I liked Crystal being kind of bad in DC2 personally, just because I felt like it added, I mean, she had character growth. That's kind of the whole, I'd rather her have character growth and remain like somewhat still kind of like, that's why I was talking about like the way that she revealed Aiden's identity, because that was seen as like, she did that in universe as like a shock value thing. Like that was what that was. And then that was seen as negative by the rest of the cast. And so if they wanted to do something with that, I feel like that would still be able to appeal to her. But I guess I could also see a world where they're like, that, I don't know. We can't do that.
Woke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys.
But yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's just, I feel like the Crystal arc in the original DC2, people like overhype it, I'm gonna be so honest. Like, you watch that season and you're like, it's barely there. I think a lot of people like overhype it, over-remember it. Same with the Lake thing. I think, like, I want those people to rewatch that season. It's like barely there, okay? Like, I think people have like the fanfic idea in their heads where it's a lot better than reality.
Yeah.
Jared also made a tweet saying that like the statistics of DC1 are like he gets like 3,000 views per week, 2,000 to 3,000 views per week, whereas DC2 barely gets any, and it's like a clear indicator that like people see the animation quality and kind of just fuck off and just skip to All Stars or dodge All Stars entirely. They go to DC1 and then they stop, and that's not good if you're making a like continuous show. Like if your barrier is DC2, so I feel like that's a slight justification that I don't like hate. I'm kind of like, okay, I can kind of see his logic. Because it's bad. It's not good.
So what? Oh, sorry. The end of DC2 kind of, I feel like, confuses for sure the timeline a little bit, because I'm also it's also a little unclear, I'd say, in canon, I guess, what is shown in universe within like because DC2 introduces DC1 as if it was lost footage and not used, but then they're in All Stars, and so that means that they kind of had to have been broadcasted or like at least seen to a general audience. And so I wonder if they'll get rid of that whole end portion of like because that end portion was for them to introduce that they were remaking the first season. But now that they've remade the first season and it's like within their canon now, I wonder if they'll just get rid of that end portion altogether, just so it all flows. Like you can watch the first season and that does lead into season 2, and you don't have to do the reverse of season 2, season 1, All Stars.
Yeah, the end portion of season 2 is not there. You know, the one with Crystal and Oliver watching the season 1, that's not there. That was entirely cut out. But now it's weird because in DC1 there's the ending where Crystal and Oliver show up, and now it's weird because it's like if you're a newer viewer, now it makes even less sense.
Yeah, it's to be fair though, DC2 felt, and I'm assuming it's because they didn't initially plan for it to be like them remaking their first season. There was so much stuff that was like, okay, there's a lot of like stuff that does not make sense, like how Aiden and James talked about Hunter and not Hunter, Jake and Tom being a popular couple, but then it's lost footage, so they shouldn't know who Jake or Tom are.
Yeah,
but they do. So it's like stuff like that. Like I feel like that line itself also. Well, I guess now they could keep it still because if now they have seen the season.
Yeah,
but it's just stuff like that. I feel like will be ironed out.
Who is
more.
your favorite character from the previous episode of the season of the show? I really like Tom and Jake.
I should probably clarify because I think you're confused, Ark. Because the show itself doesn't really explain it that well. But season 1 is not lost footage. It's just the stuff with the Jensen stuff, right? All of that is like edited around, and Crystal and Oliver are watching the never before seen footage of the Jensen stuff, I guess, which vaguely also includes some of Tom's stuff. So,
all right. See, that was not clear at all, I would say.
Yeah, no, because like in DC1 they talk about their fans, right? They talk about their fans and stuff, right?
In DC1, they've talked about. I mean, there were. Did they talk about? Wait, for who talked about their fans?
Tom. Remember, he's like, "Oh, all these people saw you expose my job as a spy or whatever." So that does imply that the show is like. It's hard to like. I don't know what's going on. Is the show like a Big Brother thing where it's live, or is it like a Survivor thing where it's like it's edited later on?
Well,
I don't know.
Seems to be like a. I don't know if it's live because it seems in Tom Jake they talk his boss Tom's boss talks about seeing him lose the challenge. So I don't know if it's like a live thing or if it's a pre-recorded. I have no clue, Loki.
Yeah, they say they watch the episodes in the motel in both All Stars and DC4. They're like, "Oh yeah, we watched the episodes."
That also annoys me low-key personally, but that's also because I'm in like Big Brother mode, and I know like Big Brother jury is like y'all are like when you send someone home and let's say that person like betrayed someone and the jury don't know, they don't know until the end of the season because it can influence jury. The fact that they go to the motel and then they're also watching the episode, they kind of infuriated the house. Like that makes no sense. Like reality TV where I was like, that why would y'all let any kind of like jury members see anything that of the final like whatever.
Yeah, especially because like the season is so strategy focused. I guess you'd think they would iron out that kind of plot hole, but they didn't. Oh man, gosh, that's your favorite episode, yeah, Don? Episode 23 of DC4. It's your favorite episode.
What? Which? Oh, the
What?
motel episode.
Yeah,
of DC4? No, I dislike that episode, actually.
No, you liked Ivy's comments on Anastasia.
What?
You liked
When
it.
did I say that?
In the previous episode, you said, "I love Ivy. She's so great." I'm being sarcastic, Don. I'm being sarcastic.
I'm going to grab both sides. Yeah, have you seen the scene from Invincible where Omni-Man crushes Red Rush's head? That's what's going to happen to you.
What?
Spoiler.
In slow motion? That's episode 1.
The first episode. The first 5 minutes of the episode.
Now I don't want to watch it now.
That's in the last 5
Spoiled
minutes.
the whole thing.
Gosh.
But you know what I want them to keep in the DC2 remake?
What?
What?
them not understanding how to pace like the name of the show in the dub. So they say Disventure Camp.
Damn. Well, also, how much of it is being... So is it almost the same lines that are being re-recorded?
No, not at all, not at all. A lot of the lines were reworked, because DC2 was, no offense to Jared, but English is not his first language, so a lot of the dialogue is very wooden in DC2, and honestly DC1 as well. So a lot of the dialogue got reworked to sound more human, like DC4. Now, whether they sound like the correct humans, that's up to you to decide. I'm gonna be curious to see that. You know what I mean?
Well,
I do. If they sound like themselves.
I'm being forced to watch this whole season, so I better hope it's good.
I think for me, the most interesting part will be Rosa, just because, like, we don't have, like, she's coming back for DC5, but we currently don't have her DC2 incarnation. So what if the fans just fucking hate this new Rosa? Right? That'd be so interesting. If they just hate this new Rosa, and now she's back for DC5, presumably as a major character, because she skipped All-Stars. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if they'll give her more of a plot on her own and less of her being, because she was arguably kind of like a support character to a lot of people, and then was just taken out.
No, not
so
arguably,
I wonder if
definitely.
So I wonder if I hope they give her a kind of plot relevance for herself, at least some kind of drive or motivation for her being there and actually playing the game for herself, and not just we're friends the whole time. I'm friends with everybody, and I can't betray anyone.
No more friendship camp. No more friendship camp.
No more friendship camp.
If you want a bit of a culture shock, and I tweet about this a lot, Rosa was extremely hated back in 2022. She was like one of the least popular characters.
I remember that.
That's why she's on All-Stars, because like she was just unpopular. But like I don't know what happened, but around 2023 or whatever, she got super popular, and it's like, bruh, where were you guys? Where were you guys last year?
During all, like, when the cast was being revealed for All-Stars, I remember people being like, where the hell is Rosa? It's like
fucking just go back in time to 2022 and like her then, because like you guys were not there back in the day. She was so hated. And I don't know. It's just interesting to me that's how it. Because like for the most part, you watch that season, she doesn't do a lot for the first 9 episodes, and the first 9 episodes is like that's like 9 months of real time in the real world. So that's why. But obviously, when you can binge the fucking show in like an evening, it gets better, right? She comes across a lot better. But
also, this is a little unrelated. Well, it's related to DC4, but also or not DC4. I mean DC2 remake. But there are some stuff, I guess, or like images that Jared posted. I think today. Was it today? It was yesterday. Jared posted yesterday that showed is one scene of the slasher episode from DC2, and people were pointing out, I saw that they were like, this don't look like Carol, which makes me at least body type wise, it doesn't look like Carol. So it makes me wonder if the slasher person is going to be Carol, or if it's going to, I guess, not be Carol. But also, they could just do a Ghostface thing, where like how Ghostface's body type is the same no matter who is under the Ghostface mask. Ghostface is like their own entity. So
maybe see what happens. I actually know the answer to this one, but it's interesting.
Ooh, break that NDA, please.
No. I didn't sign an NDA.
Please.
Anyway, I think we should move on to DC5. Yeah. Our hopes and desires for DC5.
Beast.
The big one.
The Beast!
The Beast.
DC5.
I mean, my first hope, and I said this for DC4, I thought this was the direction they were going for DC4, and they didn't. I wanted to be less Survivor. More comedy, less strategy. Please, give me more character moments. You have 24 characters.
That ain't happening.
If they are all game bots, I will die. I will end my
that ain't
career.
happening.
Like, if like all 12 fans are all game bots, and like you have one Hannah, like a recruit who doesn't know what she's doing, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's hard in this too, because granted, this format, I think you need to learn with this format to balance it in a way. So, because the way it is, we're in a setting that is a reality TV competition at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So game talk needs to happen. I hope that the way it happens though holds more impact, and also different game conversations do happen if they do. Because in DC4, there were a lot of times where it was like the pattern of just like we need to vote this person out. Okay, but what if we vote out this person? Oh, okay, let's do that instead. Like, it's just that kind of that over and over again. And it never really felt like it went outside of that. And so if there is game talk, I hope it's at least
Character
somewhat
driven.
interesting. Yeah, character driven. Like, not everyone needs to be like intellectual, making a good game move and all that. But everyone needs to feel like they're still in it to win it, you know? We're in a reality TV setting. We're here competing for money. And so I want character moments more. I just want the game stuff to feel like in character for whichever person is doing that game talk, you know?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, you know, if it's their motivations and all that. Don, you were saying, sorry?
It's at a point where we're in DC4 and they all talk identically.
Oh, yeah, no.
I need to get serious about this game. If I'm going to win this game, I need to be serious.
If we don't vote this person out, we'll be next, so we have to make a final two deal. Yeah, let's make an alliance. Yeah, let's vote this person. But what about this person?
There are game moves in DC. I don't know. This is a quick one. There are game moves in DC4 were not smart. Also, like from like a standpoint, I still get really annoyed at that freaking at Benji's elimination. That the only reason that he was voted out, from what it looked like, was kind of oh well, Hannah could flip on us later on. It's like, well, you're all gonna flip on each other later. So why would you get rid of like an ally in your alliance and also anger someone in your alliance when you could take out somebody who is not in your alliance currently? It felt like they were just thinking too. I don't know. The game moves in DC4 didn't hit.
Jade getting rid of Isabel was annoying because getting rid of Isabel converted not a single unique juror to Jade.
God. I'm trying to imagine like what it would be like as a super new fan. You get in through the Total Drama reboot, and you jump to DC4, and like you have like all these goofy, fun comedy gags, and then all of a sudden now it's like super strategy focused. Everyone's a game bot. It's like I would not watch. Maybe that's why the demographics are kind of bad for the season, because of that disconnect. Like genuinely, like I can't imagine any Total Drama fan getting into DC4.
It's gone on too long with not enough variety. And here, the reason why I'm worried about it being the same thing for DC5 is because I'm not sure DC5 has been in production. There's been a gap long enough for any critique of DC4 to happen.
Yeah.
Well, my worry for it is it wasn't their biggest cast because they did 18 people for All Stars, but it was their biggest cast with all new characters. Like, we haven't met them yet.
Yeah.
And they did not... I don't think they successfully were able to make even characters who made it far feel like... they feel like they, like, had a good, like, story arc throughout. And they did the occasional... So, like, Zayd... Let's take Zayd for example. They did the whole... And I hate when shows do this. I call it the Teen Titan Go effect, bro. I hate it. Where it's the show itself pokes fun at, like the whole, like, I'm more than Ivy's girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? That line irritates me because it shows that, like, oh, you're aware of what the fan base is going to be saying, but you're not actively changing. Like, it feels like complete. You're like, oh, they're gonna dislike this. They're gonna see Zayd as just Ivy's boyfriend. And it's like, there's a reason why that's the case.
It's like self-aware.
People aren't forming that opinion.
It's like self-aware damage control that doesn't actually fix anything, right?
Yeah, and so we just get that stuff gets very. So if they struggle to do that with 18 new characters, I do worry a little bit. And this is especially if the episode length stays the same with their 25-30. We have 24 new characters, or 12 new characters, and so all 12 of them are already competing against each other for, like, their development, like, to get screen time.
Yeah.
Now add on 12 characters who have 2 to 3 at the bare minimum 2 seasons worth of development, and And some of the All Stars people, I won't even count them. Like Lake didn't really get much development in All Stars worth, so she has like one season's worth,
Yeah.
but 1 to 2 seasons worth of like development. So you're already now competing in total against 23 other contestants. Half of them already have development from past seasons. So how much are we going to be able to get attached to these new characters within like this short time period, especially if they don't get as much camera time when next to other people, because they're
Yeah.
gonna have to share that camera time between everyone. So that's my worry, is that it's going to feel like these 12 new characters are going to feel very either like one note or hollow, you know?
Yeah. In Survivor, they that's the big problem with editing a fans versus favorite seasons, is that obviously the viewers want to see the favorites, right? So the screen time will be lopsided, and people might not care about the fans and all that stuff. So it might actually happen in this one as well. I'd be surprised. Honestly, it's probably a favorite winning, right? Like, let's be honest. If I was in the writer's position, I think giving one of these favorites a win is like your goal at the end of the day. So I can't really see a fan winning. Like, I feel like
I
that'd be
really
disappointing.
don't know, Loki.
I would give it to a fan. I would give it to a fan because, like, in real life, it's fine. Like, you want a favorite to win.
Oh, 6 feet.
But
Got a hairball there.
But in this, you have these new characters that need development. They need more time. They need a story. And okay, if any of these favorites is winning, it's Rosa. And mark my words, it's gonna if any of the winners of any of the favorites is gonna be Rosa.
I also just like wonder, like, if it is a favorite, I'd imagine it has to either be someone. I'd imagine it either is Rosa, or I'd say Rosa Lake, or someone within the.
God, if it's Lake, oh my God.
If it's Lake, but it's either Rosa Lake or I think someone within the DC or cast, because the rest of these people, and I guess we'll see. I just don't see where you can take their story arcs in a compelling way, and so many of them have gotten far. Alec has made top 5 each time.
Alex
He
gonna be
made
an early
top 4
fucking
the
move.
first time.
I'm gonna be so
He has to be, but then without Alec, then what does Fiore have? Because Fiore,
She's like a kid. She's a kid.
Fiore, I hate my son. I like you more than my own fucking kid, Fiore. Yes, my kid got his leg cut open. My kid's leg got cut open with glass, but you, Fiore, the fandom thinks I should adopt you as my child, even though I am not a fit father.
Go fuck yourself, Alec.
I like Fiore. I like what Fiore, I guess, her character alone. One, in All Stars, she got really, like, they just made her like a punching bag, like with no, which also was weird because like you're a bunch of adults and you're all like attacking this this little girl. No shade. Like that's kind of what's happening here. But I don't know what Fiore's story arc could be other than father figure Alec, you know? That's the kind of thing. Tom, I don't see them.
She could have like a coming of
I guess,
age arc, I think, because she's like one of the younger characters. She still has room to grow and stuff like that. I think that'd be.
I could see that.
And the thing is,
like,
that'd be hashtag relatable because the fandom is usually younger.
guys.
When the older characters have coming of age arcs, it's like, what the fuck, Tom? You're 30. What the fuck?
You know, actually, I know why Rose is back. Because her kid is like 6 now, which means she can participate in Disventure Camp 6.
That's true. Yeah, we can have a 6-year-old in Disventure Camp 6.
It's gonna be season 6 Disventure Camp alumni, and it's all people related to past competitors. Rhea's sister.
Blood versus
Rhea's
water.
sister.
Rhea's sister. Jake's grandma. Wait, never mind.
Jake. Shut.
Miriam's husband. Oh wait, never mind.
Allie's grand. Oh.
We're so evil.
Hannah's mom. Ooh.
You know, the sad thing is, this is the exact same jokes the 2022 fandom was making. We have not evolved.
But my other worry for the favorites is that a lot of their story arcs are going, and I'm sure one of them at least has to have this, but I don't want all of their story arcs to be like, You reminded me of me in my season, but I learned to be different. Apologies, hello. But I could fully see Allie having that like storyline of like being like, oh, oh my god, sorry. I could see Allie having that storyline of like, oh, when in my season in All Stars I had to learn to like not care about what people think and just have that parallel with somebody in the fans cast.
Yeah.
And it kind of, and I don't want them to just use that storyline for it
I mean,
over and over and over again of like, we're teachers now, you know?
the thing is, it's fans versus favorites. They'll be separated for at least the, most of the game, I assume. There's gonna be a swap, I assume, to make things fun. But I'm guessing that it's gonna be the 12 favorites on a team and then the 12 fans on a team, so there won't be that many opportunities. And Allie is like the most, in my head, the most guaranteed to be early boot. Like, there's no way she survives past like 3 episodes. It's like, she's just there to be an early boot, in my opinion. And I'm gonna be fucking sad, because I really liked how her story ended, but now there's gonna be this weird, like, epilogue, I guess, that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why just bring literally anyone else back, fuck. If you want an early boot, bring back fucking Oliver, I don't care, just why don't bring back Allie?
Oliver, yes.
Yeah, fucking hell, just bring back someone who no one cares about for being early.
Oliver is the best character from a everything perspective. He's perfect. His design reflects who he is. His voice reflects who he is. Everything he does, he is the most cohesive Disventure Camp character.
Oh gosh.
I don't care. I do not care. He's the most cohesive Disventure Camp character. Nothing is contradictory.
Gosh. It's gonna be fun to see the new Oliver in the remake then. Let's see what happens.
Please. I know it's fans versus favorites, but are the cast going to be, I know it's fans versus favorites, but is it literally going to be fans versus favorites? Because I feel like if they do, maybe that'll like help out with like the camera time stuff. I still don't really think it'll help as much.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
But also, then it would be 2 teams of. I feel like they're gonna do 3 teams again, or maybe 4 teams. 4 teams of. Oh my god, math.
6.
4 teams of 6.
Oh
Because I feel like 2 teams of 12. I think 2 teams of 12 feels like a lot.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah. My idea of everyone being in pairs, that would be gag, because it would force the fans and favorites to talk to each other, which is kind of
like, that's kind of what you want, right? That's the whole appeal, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What I'm hoping for is that fucking Gen Z characters sound like Gen Z. That's all I ask. Please make the Gen Z characters sound.
I think maybe just watch some popular influencers or something. I don't know.
In the DC2 remake, Yule's trailer line, he's referencing fucking Sound of Music. I'm like, oh my god, he's not a millennial theater kid. Please stop. Why is he referencing Maria Von Trapp?
I hope in DC4, I hope that the first 2 boots are favorites. I think that would give, because I doubt there's going to be an elimination first episode.
Who do you think it is?
Or maybe there'll be 2 eliminations in the first episode. Who knows? But I think that if there's no elimination in the first episode and then the first 2 boots are favorites, I think it gives a good amount of time for at least the new cast to be able to catch up in development wise. At least for a good number of them to be able to actually like put their like feet in the sand, friggin' get their development and their story arc started, and like actually feel like more characters before one of them gets sniped. I was saying earlier, and I said this to Don before, where I was like, I think it would be cool if like this is how I would start off a season if I was doing fan versus favorite. This is my where the fans are like band together and are like, okay, y'all, like, and this is in the event that they're not split in literal fans versus favorites. But if they're like, okay, guys, the old people, they had their fucking shot. We don't. This is our season. We're gonna take this for us. And then they stick to that for like maybe an episode or 2, and then because they're fans, one of them gets the forbidden fruit kind of deal where it's like,
The mutiny.
do I want to work with these like big old loser flops that are new, or do I want to work with the big dogs? Do I want to work with Benji? That kind of
With Benji, that's not what I was expecting.
I'm just saying, but that, like someone notable. If they're like go there and they're like, I don't want to risk like these new people. I want to get in good with the old people.
I think that could be fun.
But I don't know if they'll do that. That's the thing. I don't know if they'll do that. But that's how I would personally start it off.
Yeah.
That.
I just hope the DC1 and
then-
DC2 characters don't become game bots. I'll die if they become fucking game bots.
I hope not.
And then Ernesto's getting BTFO'd, bro. Ernesto's gone, bro. I guarantee his ass is gone. He's either gone or making it exactly halfway as the mentor for a younger character.
Oh gosh.
I hope he's an asshole.
Allie's gonna be like, you remind me of my grandpa, which is what they should have done with Connor.
I could fully see that happening, actually. I could fully see that storyline coming into...
If they milk that, I'm gonna be so pissed, because I like what they did with Allie and Connor. It was subtle. They kept it subtle. They saved it till that one episode 18, and then boom, that was it. It was like, they're gonna milk the fuck out of that for Allie's like 2 episodes of screen time. It's gonna be
if
so bad.
Allie is an early boot, I guess I could see Fiore drifting to someone in the new cast. I don't know, maybe Evie. Or maybe she'd find like, I don't know, a sibling type character, like, oh, you're like a brother to me.
Oh my god.
Aubrey's definitely getting BTFO'd early, and I really hope she does. She looks insufferable.
Gosh. Here's one thing I want from this Disventure Camp 5. I want them to either have less Gom, Gabby and Tom, or make it more organic, because I feel like it was good in DC1. All-Stars, they were kind of milking it, and then Tom, Jake, now they're really fucking milking it. You know what I mean? They're really like making, look guys, you like this, don't you? And it's like, stop, please, no more. I like it when it's organic. Don't shove it down my throat. But no,
I also wonder.
And then it's gonna be Gabby gets eliminated, and then Tom will be like, "I'm gonna win for you, Gabby." Like that's what's gonna happen.
I wonder how much the events in Tom Jake season 2 will also play a part in some characters like Tom and Gabby and Lake and Aiden, Allie, and I guess Rosa, like because they do have a relationship actually outside of the game. And so I wonder if anything will become like, at most I could see it being like a callback where someone says something about like something that happened in Tom Jake season 2, and then the fandom who didn't watch Tom Jake season 2 are like, what are he talking about? and then it's like, watch Tom Jake season 2 to find out. How about that, guys? Like that's kind of where I could see it.
I would say maybe, but like they didn't even do too much setup between the DC2 remake and All Stars. So are they really going to do that between a spin-off and DC5? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. They also did. There's not that much connective tissue between staff stories and DC4, to be honest. You'd expect there to be a little more, right? But there's not. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's a girl that looks exactly like Nura in my Western civilization class.
What?
Exactly.
Yes, identical.
They're twins. Wow. Show that person Disventure Camp.
Except the piercings. Everything except the piercings.
So
including the split dye.
Sure.
Including the split dye.
Sure,
the split
Camp.
dye, red and black.
Gosh, show Disventure Camp. See what happens. Here's what I want. Okay, there's one thing I want. There's one thing I don't want. So the thing I want is I want there to be a POC couple. Like, please give us that.
I will crave that, but
no, it's gonna be Spencer, and he's gonna get Manu and Sam, and they're gonna be like, I'm so gay, Manu.
It's gonna be Finn and any other guy.
Gosh, because I know that's not the point of DC4. Hannah and Logan, like they're friends, but like I was really nervous. I was like, please don't give her a fucking white person. Please give her someone of color, please. Please don't do that to my Filipino representation.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even go that far. I would say, please don't give Logan to anybody.
Gosh.
Can you imagine Logan's whole arc in DC, or Logan had the whole arc of figuring out he was bi, just so at the end of it be like, cool, I'm gonna last minute get with Anna.
Gosh. I mean, he's bi at least, but like still.
He's bi, yeah,
weird.
but it's very like the whole. I think it'd be very humorous, the whole figuring out you like guys only at the end of it to be like, okay, cool.
Gosh. And what I don't want, and I feel like this is going to cause controversy, me saying this, but I also think there'll be controversy if this happens, if a favorite gets with a fan. I feel like because of the power imbalance, where it's like they liked someone they saw on TV, that might cause some drama, you know what I mean?
I could see it, but also I don't know how much that would. I guess it depends, because in actual that happens in actual reality television, where where they have returnees, and then a returnee gets with somebody who is new to the cast. And so and then some of them are still like Ika from BB Canada. She came back for BB Can 5 and then got together with a guy named Dimitris, and then now they're like married. And so I could see it. I don't feel like it'll be low-key as controversial as maybe you're thinking about it, low-key.
I mean, but
just because I feel as long as they're like, because at the end of the day they're both, I guess, contestants or competitors, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, historically, this fandom has proven to not watch reality shows. They miss a lot of that context.
Yeah. I think there won't be a problem as long as it's not their fan, if it makes sense.
I can see it being Spencer. Honestly, I could
fully see it being Spencer. I could see maybe
maybe Benji.
No, it's just Spencer. It's just
Benji is Tristan,
Benji has the Tristan whole thing.
Right. Which, by the way, that felt the most like tacked on thing ever. Like they saw that it was popular in one of the early episodes, and they were like, okay, let's add it in one of the super late episodes. You know what I mean? That feels like a last minute addition, honestly.
They could have done a lot more with it if they really wanted to, I feel. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they revealed that this was a storyline that was just added last minute,
It got super hyped. And it was like, okay, they just talk positively, twin.
Gosh.
I could see it for sure happening with Spencer. I could maybe see it.
I could see it maybe Lake.
Maybe Lake. I was gonna say Alec, but
oh wait, no, Lake is a. I feel like he's a girlfriend.
Oh, Lake has a girlfriend.
I forgot about that.
Lake has a girlfriend.
Lake is so funny to me because they didn't know what to do with her in DC2. We clearly didn't know what to do with her in All Stars, and then in Tom Jake, we still don't know what to do with her. So please, for the
she came one day and she said, "By the way, I have a girlfriend." I said, "Oh, cool. Okay, cool."
Hopefully, I know the answer, but the DC2 remake, hopefully they can do something with her, and then hopefully in DC5 they can do something with her, because she's had 3 projects in a row where it's like we just don't know what to do.
Can we talk about how Lake has been rocking that same bob for like the past 5 years?
Gosh. Oh, yeah, the show's turning 4 years old next year. Jeez.
4 years old, but I think 5. Is it 5 years in universe for them?
Yeah, it will have been 5. Yeah, I mean 4 for Lake, because she debuted in DC2, but yeah.
She's been rocking that same, and Jared posted the silhouettes, same cut and everything, bro. Same cut and everything. Not even any difference in the stylization.
Everyone just grew their hair out. It's crazy. Everyone just grew their hair out. Aiden,
they didn't want to. They could have brought Allie in with a pixie cut, bro.
God,
they couldn't know. I want to see that. I want to see Allie with Allie ties, because she just ties her hair up more.
Don't get hyped with Allie. Allie's the most. Allie and Alec are the two. They're gone in the first 5 episodes. There's no way.
I cannot see. Okay. Also, I also cannot see Aiden or Allie. I can't see Aiden or Allie hitting a finale. Rhea was able to hit a finale 2 times in a row. I can't see Aiden or Allie doing what Rhea did.
No, Aiden's gonna be Tom's
Tom
support.
is making it ridiculously far for no reason.
No, yeah, Don, you're absolutely right. Tom is honestly, Tom is guaranteed endgame, in my opinion. He's guaranteed Final 5 at least.
Tom is Final 6 and completely undeserved of that.
I wonder what they'll do with him now that I feel like he's probably gonna have his friendship with Aiden. He's gonna have his friendship with Gabby.
He's gonna talk about Jake every episode.
You're gonna talk about missing. They're gonna do references. I miss Jake.
There's gonna be a loved one's visit. There's gonna be a loved one's visit with Jake. It's happening, guys. Come on.
Just
But
has three allies. He has 5 free allies.
And
He's making.
he's.
Aiden made a finale. Jake made a finale. It's Tom's turn. DC5 will be Tom's turn.
I hope not. I really hope not. And that's not even like I don't even hate Tom like that, but I just don't. I really hope the finale has at the bare minimum 2 fans. I really do. I really do. If it's 2 favorites and 1 fan, I'm gonna be a little like, damn, that was that sucks, bro. 12 new characters and only one of them has a chance of winning. That'll be really sad.
God.
I guarantee that's going to be the case. And then some people online are going to be like, you clearly haven't watched reality shows before. This stuff happens in real life all the time.
Like, I will justify that excuse if it's like a game mechanic, like the jury thing. It's like, okay, that's fine. That's a game mechanic. But if it's like a poor writing choice, I can't justify it, you know? Like,
If there, and I don't know how many episodes this season will have.
Same,
26.
it's 24.
24?
24?
It's 26.
Fuck! Too many fucking episodes!
24. So 24 characters, 24 episodes. And so how many doubles are they gonna do? Like how many?
They haven't
like
done a
in
double
order
in a
to
long
get
time.
to 3.
So I don't know.
But in order to get to 3 characters, by like episode 23, because I'm assuming they're gonna keep the 2-part finale thing.
Yeah.
So in order to get to 3 characters by episode 23, how many? They'd have to have I feel like at least 2 doubles, right? Because
Like, here's the thing. I don't think they like
21
doubles.
characters.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they like doubles. I think I told them that doubles are bad, and after DC1, they just stopped. They never done it again. Because like
your influence.
Honestly, doubles is more like a total drama thing, to be honest. Double elimination. So, I know it happens occasionally in Survivor and Big Brother, but still.
I feel like it could work if it is not a vote out. I think a double for a vote out doesn't work. I think a double for Big Brother works because it does not. The part of the excitement is that they're also playing a week of Big Brother within an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, rush decision, like every. So I could see the only way I could see a double really working for Disventure Camp is if it was kind of like more of like the challenge where they had a like maybe like a purge thing, and we're told like the last 2 people to finish go home. If I could see that being a very interesting way to take out some 2 people in a double.
Yeah. I think.
But
don't.
Technically, they don't even have to do a double elimination at all. 26 episodes gives them episode 1 for free with no elimination and a second episode for the finale. Right? Or am I tripping?
Wait, was it 26 or 24?
It's 26, right?
26 episodes. Okay, then yeah, if they do 1 elimination per episode, I mean, it's 21 episodes, so they'd have 21 episodes where someone goes home, and then they'd have 22, 23. They'd have 1 to 2 episodes. Actually, 3 episodes. They'd have 3 episodes where they could do like nothing with, where they could do like non-elimination or a motel episode or whatever.
Gosh, double eliminations. So yeah, Ark, we have this little bet right now. I think that Jade is winning. Dawn thinks Logan's winning. Who do you think's winning DC4?
Ooh, who I think is winning? I think it's going to be Jade. I personally think that Jade is going to win. I can't see a world where Stuffy wins at all.
Yeah.
So
Jade has no winner indicators, though.
Yeah, neither did
you
Miriam
have to
that really
or Rhea.
come into like. I really don't feel like that's going to really come.
But Rhea has still had some winner indicators. She had a struggle. She had an attempt at a character arc. Jade has just been winning and winning and winning with while still being a flat character. There's nothing.
But
really...
I think that she has that kind of, because honestly, when Jade was revealed as a character, or when she like within the first few episodes, I kind of was like, she's making it to the end. Like Jade kind of has just the energy of someone who would be a winner, and I also feel like Logan, the way his story arc has been going, is leaning more towards him not winning. At least I feel like if he won, his whole thing of like being the perfect winner kid or whatever for his family, I feel like it kind of like it's like, okay, so you just added another win to your roster, I guess. Or so it doesn't really do anything. So I feel like of them, and then I don't see Anastasia in any world really winning to these two. So I feel like of the three, Jade is more likely to win for me.
No, I
See, it's just to me, Jade really hasn't done anything story-wise to justify a win. Of course, she's done things like win challenges and be good at the game, but it's like it's just kind of boring. Like hasn't had any struggles actually, from what I remember. She just keeps on winning, and that's boring to me.
I think her story arc was supposed to be more. It wasn't really. It was less of like an actual struggle and more internal struggle with her of like how much of this is game and how much of it is like genuine relationships.
That would be nice, but I feel like that hasn't been communicated very well.
Because that happened with I felt like I got that with Benji, and I got that with her Isabel vote, and then kind of loosely with Spencer, where she was like, after this game is over, how like where do we stand? And Spencer was like, nothing.
To me, I took that as plot convenience, or
yeah. Gosh.
like, so like specifically with Isabel and Benji, that felt like plot convenience, or to justify them being okay with what happened.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on the matter. Like,
I get
obviously, of the three, I do actually want Jade to win the most because I like Jade the most. But
by default,
just by default, yeah. Jade was one of the characters that I liked in this season more. Like, she's in the upper half, but considering the lower half, that isn't saying much. Ooh, tea.
Lots of tea. Lots of tea.
But, like, she's definitely the best of the final three, and even the final four. I'm not a big fan of Hannah. Hannah feels like Femme Logan, but more of a girl boss.
I think in the finale, it should actually be shock value, and Isabel should come back and win the whole thing. That's what my opinion is.
Yeah, I would be happy with that, unironically.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Isabel's like the Fiore thing, where it's like she gets a lot of love because she's the most like cartoony of the cast, and people just want that. And I don't have a problem with that, but I think that's interesting to me.
I like Isabel because I felt like she remained an interesting character and had enough like actual like personality and character, and still played the game without becoming a game bot. And that's kind of where my leaning towards Isabel is. And then they took her out for. I don't think it was logical when they took her out, but.
But what are the terms of the bet?
If Jade wins, you have to record yourself apologizing to me, Jpeg, and Lexi.
Sure.
Don't bring her into this. She's innocent.
Yeah, and for doubting her abilities of winning. No, and so you gotta do that.
Lexi is cracked, but that has nothing to do with the character writing.
That's the terms of the bet. You gotta
you gotta respect it. Dog.
What do I get? What do I get then?
You get a Kai greeting. You get a Kai greeting.
You don't get nothing from me. You get me saying in your DMs, fine, you win. That's what you get from me.
Nothing but a piece of shit asshole motherfucker. That's what you get.
You know, here's what I want. I'll raise the stakes. if I win, you have to record a video.
I'll record a podcast of me talking about whatever you want me to talk about. If you want me to watch a show for it, I'll watch a show, and then I'll record a podcast on it. Just for you.
Well,
I'll join Jpeg in that podcast.
Well, I hope you wait. What show? What
any show, any show that you
Whatever
want,
show
any
you
show
want.
you want, or video game,
House.
Okay.
or movie.
Wait, never mind. I can't torture you with Zero Escape because you actually like Zero Escape.
I
Never
already
mind.
know what it is. That was my profile pic for so long. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think about it. I'll think about what I
We'll
would.
figure out the terms of the bet.
I'll figure out the terms.
Anyway,
And if I'm correct, you have to wear a silly hat
no,
for 3 weeks.
no, it's 3 weeks. No, Don, why?
Crushing.
Why are you like this?
Crushing.
Anyway,
Yes.
this has gone for an hour, so I think it's best if we end it here. Yeah. But thank you, Ark, for joining us for this
Okay.
beautiful episode of the Dispatch.
Of course. Please bring me back. I have nothing better to do.
Oh yeah, no,
No.
we have a vacancy
No.
for the next episode. So.
No.
we do actually have a vacancy for the next episode. So. I mean,
Put me in and slowly get Dawn out of here.
put me in, Chief. Okay, bye.
Me
Bye,
in,
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. I
Bye.
love you. Give me
Bye,
views.
YouTube.
Subscribe to Golden Goose
Fuck
Productions.
you, YouTube.